All right, welcome back to Colt's Distraction Depot. On this episode, we are going to be installing that engine into that car. Scott just brought the engine. He went to get something. He'll be back. He'll probably help me put it in. I'm not sure how far we'll get along with it today because, you know, you saw how hard it was for me to get out. So, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to work at it. Got the engine. Pulled the old wiring harness off of it. It's piled up over there. I'm kind of wondering if it wouldn't be easier to maybe find the brood of this engine harness and, it's such a weird angle, pull it out, put it on the engine, and then hook it up. But I don't know. It really wasn't that hard to put it all on. So I figure it'd be better, you know, like it is, get it in, get him hooked up to the transmission, and then just start working our way slowly back together. The only real concerns I have is that we get, I got some concerns. It's not going to fly very well. I mean, there's nowhere to pick it up. Even now I'm looking at it, there's really nowhere to pick it up, but that's not going to be an issue. Nothing's going to be an issue. Everything's going to go fine. I'm pretty excited. We'll get this thing in, hopefully get it out of here pretty soon. And then I got something special coming up. That engine belongs to it, Troy's Bronco. So hopefully we'll get it over here and we'll get started on it pretty soon. He's got a whole lot of parts, and he's ready to start moving forward on that. So hopefully that'll be coming up pretty soon. I got to get this rig out of here, and I may have a couple little things to do, but after that, it's Bronco time. So let's get started. I was going to show you this little plug here that I couldn't get loose the other day. Me and Scott figured it out. All right, undo this, and then it just blew my mind. I think it's because it tricked me on which direction. There's a tab right here on the side. You push it down, and now I'm not going to be able to do it. And then, yeah, look at that. It's super easy once you figure out how to do it. I just, was struggling earlier. Water pump kind of felt bad, and Scott's got a new one anyway, so we're going to go ahead and change the water pump. I got it off. It was just a handful of bolts. Pretty easy to get off. I'm going to clean all this up real good. All that corrosion and evil. Probably let me get a little wire brush. It'd be way easier. But I like all these clips to be that one's messed up where they're supposed to go, and it's hard to do. But that ain't gonna matter. So I'm gonna clip that, put me a zip tie on there. He can just clip it every time he has to work on it. Because between you and me, once it's gone, I'm going to say, don't bring this thing back, buddy. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I ain't that type of person. I got a new water pump. Scott bought a water pump. We're going to put this on. Look, I put this harness on. I'm going to clean that snip. Boy, that right there, it's nice. I do like this water pump. I mean, this thing's nice gasket and everything. easy to get on and off there. What is it?
Leave those loose.
Oh, well, yeah. I'll tell you what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about hooking here and hooking there. It's your engine, man. You do what you want. I'm just telling you what I was thinking about doing.
This is my third rodeo.
Come on down. All right, we'll stop, come towards you. All right. Yep, come on down. Looking good. Whoa, hang on, I can't see what's over there. Let me.
We're just on air conditioner.
Oh, hey, we need to slide that air compressor on at some point. Can you
Coming
come
down.
forward just a little? I'm sorry, forward engine. I'm dumb, said it wrong. There you go, whoa, perfect. Ease it down. All right, hold up. Oh,
You thought I was going to let it down like I took that windshield washer line off, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, man. Oh. Let me get my glove hands before I cut my hands off. I don't know what I did with them. I got gloves laying everywhere. Out here. Here's some. Did you try to fish it through here? Or it don't fit there?
Yeah, I did.
Not happening? Yep.
But I mean, that's as far as you can go.
Twist it.
Then again, maybe not. Maybe that is exactly where it goes right there.
You're doing it. I feel like you're really doing it. Yep, you did it. Scott, you the man. Bingo, bango, bongo. Now, where does that go, though?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out once we get it in there. We're held up by the AC now. I'm going to go down a little bit, okay?
Yep.
I'm going to drop it on your hands like I told you not to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, we may be sitting on the exhaust. Yeah.
Yeah, we're...
Yep. Oh. Snaked past it on this side. How about your side? Oh. Got them man hands.
But I don't know how we're
Are we good or no?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
good.
yeah, the AC's looking good, too. Down some more?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it knows this is its home.
Go to your home. Let me get
I gotta
under there.
take
I
this
can
heat
probably pick
shield
that
off.
engine up and push it back. And there where it goes.
You want me to pick it up a little?
Oh.
Hang on, we're hitting this fuse box over here with the dipstick. Let me push it over and pull the dipstick out. Okay. Ooh.
It's on it now.
Okay. You need to come down a little?
Yep.
A little down. A skosh down. All right, what do you need now? The power of Grayskull? So you need to go straight back?
Yeah, it needs to go straight back about 2.5, and it also needs to come over an inch or so towards the passenger side.
I don't know what that exactly means. Do you want to go up or down? I can do that. Hey, we finally got the engine set back down in there. Got the transmission mated up, and now we're just gonna try to put all the little odds and ends together. It's going very, very well. Very surprised, probably because Scott's here, so we're doing it. All right, we're gonna call it a day here. Got the engine in and got bolted down. Made a lot of progress, way more than I would have done if I was alone. So tomorrow, probably finish it up, I figure. We might be driving it tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see. All right, appreciate you watching. All right, it's another day. We made a ton of progress yesterday with Scott here and helping me line the engine up. Man, it went in. I'm way ahead of where I would have been if I was just by myself. So now I just got to put the rest of the bell housing bolts in, put the wiring harness on, some small stuff like heat shields, and put the fan. But man, this has gone so much better in than it did coming out. Another part of it, I think, was just this harness was, you know, like I said, once I got it out, I got a good look at it to see how everything went together, made it way better. I'll just do a little time lapse because I can't really think and talk, and there's nothing important. But if I come up across something I think you may want to see or know, I'll stop it. So yeah, here we go. All right, I thought I got myself in a little bit of trouble. I could not get the torque converter to spin inside there, and luckily on the passenger side, it had just landed to where I could get like a screwdriver in there, just a tiny little screwdriver, jam it, turn the crank, and wiggle it around, and that allowed me to get the starter or get access through the starter hole to just barely get a hold of the torque converter and spin it. But I got it. I was going to show you how I did it just because, I don't know, maybe somebody wants to see this. Maybe to help somebody. What I end up doing is going through that hole right there, and I use this like a double extension, and I snaked him up right through here, just like so, and I was able to get on there and tighten it, and then just rotate the old crankshaft right here until I got it around. So yeah, it really wasn't that bad once let me get up. Yep, wasn't that bad once I got the torque converter lined up. So now all I gotta do is put the starter on. I got to put the alternator on. I got some more things to do. But everything's under the car, and it's really difficult for me to hold the camera and work like that. So I'll be right back once I get this figured out. Boop, boop. Hey, I was just sitting here thinking about how smooth this went, and the amount of time that I've spent on installing it versus pulling it. I think it's been about the same so far, because if you look back, I mean, I worked on it 2 hours at a time, roughly 2 hours, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Sometimes I was pedaling on the old green truck. But so 5 days, I think it took me. So yeah, so I'm not real good at math, but yeah, but yesterday I worked on it a good bit of the day, and then this morning I've been out here for several hours, but I'm rounding home plate too with it. So the torque converter was the hardest thing, and then I got these two daggum transmission bell housing bolts at the top and that flux capacitor deal that I got to put in there. But you know, nothing's been a pleasure, but it's better. It's better than it was because I took it apart and I got a little bit of understanding how to put it back together. So anyhow, I'll do a little time lapse here because I don't really know which direction I'm going. I don't know how enjoyable it is to just sit there and watch me struggle for 45 minutes to an hour trying to put 2 bolts in, but you know, maybe I'll move on to that old alternator That's about ready to go in. Still got this water pipe to put in. I done lost it, but I got a water pipe to put in. This water pipe's put in, installed, and it's done. I mean, it's real close. It's real close to being done. Then I got to get the top intake and put it on. Now, this trunk's locked. There's no battery. I don't know how to open the trunk. You know, with this new stuff. I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out. But that's just a little hurdle I got to get around. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to start piddling and we'll see how it goes. Or we'll get, you know. All right, looking good. Rounding home base here. Put the old alternator on. See, get it connected. It's pretty simple. It's just 3 bolts, a nut, and 1 connector. I gotta put the belt on. Oh, and I gotta put that water pipe on. Let me see, what size is this? And I've slowly just decided not to pick up my tools as I go. I guess just for a fun little trick, just so I can trip on them. Just gotta keep me on my toes. I feel like that's probably backwards. For sure, it's backwards. Okay, I got a bolt started. And after that, it's game over, Mr. Alternator. I mean, game over for the alternator, not for me. I mean, I probably could have gone into depth on how everything works, but I mean, honestly, I didn't know myself. I had to feel my way through this rig. I could teach you, but I'm not the best teacher. These videos are supposed to be fun and informative. A little bit of informative. You know, man. Not all the informative. Pretty easy belt routing. I like that. That's nice. I don't understand these long pauses I take. When I'm editing, like, I have to cut out a bunch of stuff where I just go, and then I start talking again. I don't know if my head is just gets confused or what's going on. I have noticed I generally finish my thought. I think I did it just then. Got to be a what's the word of people that go inside out and all over the place, can bend their body, flex, real strange like. Well, maybe it ain't strange. I mean, it's probably good. It ain't ventriloquist, but that's what's in my head, ventriloquist. And I know that ain't right. It ain't gymnast. I feel like I can snake something on there. Unilever? What is the word? Contortionist. Got it. Well, yeah, I feel like you got to be a contortionist to work on some of this stuff sometimes. They just do not want you to put a powered tool on this car anywhere. I mean, it is insane. Made it almost impossible. Patience. You really gotta have some patience. Oh, for the love of Pete. A guy I used to work with showed me a trick. And it's not really, I'm sure a lot of people know it. You just take a piece of paper or anything and stick in the end of your socket. I mean, that's probably a little bit thick what I got there. And then jam it in there, and then it'll hold it. It was real funny when he was showing me that trick though, because he was like, yeah man, you can do this with anything. And there was like a dead bug on the ground, and he stabbed that dead bug with the socket, and then stuck his bolt in there and it held it. He's like, see, it works with anything. That stuck with me for some years. Don Shield was his name. He was a fantastic mechanic. Man, he was good. I ain't talked to Don in years. No powered tools allowed. All manual. Remember the ShamWow guy? It's made in Germany, so you know it's got to be good. I mean, Germans make some good stuff. Knipex. They make Knipex. I just thought about that. I was introduced to Knipex when I was a young lad. Man, they're good pliers. There's just not quite enough. I mean, if you got large hands, you can't work on this car. I got little girl hands, luckily. One of these days, pow right in the kisser. Okay, we've bit it. Oh, I went too far, of course, classic. Beautiful. All right. Hey, we're rounding the corner. Oh, lower rad hose. Where's the lower rad hose? I think this is it. Is this the upper? This is the upper. Lower. Huh, where's the clamp? Time is it? All right, that's it. I gotta go get ready for church. Bye-bye. I'm still rounding the bend on finishing this up. This is actually the same day as when I had the, I don't know, was it a blue shirt and my beard was longer? I got a haircut and a beard trim. But it's the same day, it's Sunday. I pretty much got everything done, except now I got to put the upper intake on, and I lost a hose clamp. I can't blame that on Scott. That's on me. I don't know where it is. It's summer's out here. I just don't know where. But I need a hose clamp, one hose clamp, and I'll finish all the hoses, coolant, and then, oh, I'll show you how I got the trunk open. Scott probably knows a better way to do this, but he's got so much junk in the back, I couldn't pop it from the back, so I hooked this here battery up to my power probe, and then I just grounded and probed and had my wife hit the unlock button on the trunk, and that worked. So I guess now I'm gonna, well, now I need to put this upper intake, geez, I'm about to knock the camera over, upper intake on, and give me just a second, I'll be right back and clean some of this junk up. All right, so you got this ridiculous thing. And then I think you just basically plop this thing on here, bloop. Plop. Boy, that is super confusing the way they built that. Did I do it right? Yeah. All right. Now it's just gonna be a battle of trying to remember where exactly everything goes. I honestly should be easy. Everything should just fall into place, just like that. Everything's just falling in. Throttle body. Yes, sir. I'll take it. Clipped and locked. This clips here. This goes right here. This goes right here. Where does this little jewel go? Oh, is that the intake air temperature? I bet that's intake air temperature. All right, this intake says right here 7 to 9 Newton meters. I'm not sure how many Americans that is, but I know it's not very much. And it's plastic. It's got a really nice little O-ring seal, so I would think you just need to just bring it on down nice and easy like. I'm using a 1/4-inch ratchet, so I mean, I don't know, man. I love 1/4-inch ratchets. You put pretty good little chunk on there with a 1/4-inch ratchet. I can't see how many screws are in it. I really should have looked ahead of time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feels like there should be one right here. But this is Mopars. I can't never tell. Let's see. Now, all right. This little bracket was a pretty good fight. This bracket holds the intake manifold to the cylinder head. There's 10mm nut right there. And then there's this ridiculous stud right here. This stud. And then you got to get this chunk of wire harness and then flop it back on there. Yeah. I am rounding the corner here. I've been saying that for what feels like a couple of days. But I am almost done, so yeah, give me a minute and let me, is that on there right? Yeah, that looks good. Where's the air intake? I can't remember. Does it come over here? I guess it comes over here. I've got a hose clamp I can put on here to get by, but man, I know that clamp has to be here somewhere, and it'll eat my soul to put a stupid worm clamp on here. But anyways, all right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, filling her up with the finest Super Tech oil. I think he just had this laying around and he said he's gonna go get it changed as soon as we get it running and get it out of the shop. I'm sure it's good oil, but he ain't got an oil filter for it. I'm missing a few pieces. I'm missing the air cleaner. I'm missing a little rubber hose. And I still ain't found that daggum hose clamp. It's laying around here somewhere. I know it's here. I'm going to have to tear this shop up to find it. I don't know where it is. Once I find that hose clamp, I need to get some water and put in this thing too. Some water. And then I'll be set. Alright, got him full of oil and water. And got the air intake back on. And it should be about ready to fire off, I guess. I think. Get that pick, yeah. Let me crack this door. You want to put the hood on first, or do you want to fire it up, make sure it doesn't...
Yeah, we'll just fire it up.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Ready? Yeah. Oh no, is the battery dead? You know what's weird? This is what it was doing when we started this process. I spun this engine over several times whilst installing, various components. But I don't think I ever spun it over after I installed the starter. I don't know what that would have to do with anything at all. Man, this thing turns easy. What about fuses? You think you popped a fuse with all that weird junk going on? So one of these...
You gonna jump it with that thing?
I was thinking about it. See what it does.
I'm gonna have to put my foot on the brake.
Yeah, just in case. The starter ain't engaging.
Kicking, but it ain't spinning.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just going out.
Right.
Wonder if we can smack it with something. I mean, what are the chances the starter would quit? Just...
I mean, I've never had any trouble with the starter. I mean, it should do something, I would think, Been underwater.
I know, that's the other thing I was just sitting here thinking about. I wonder if it got damaged from that. Nope. You want me to smack it with something?
Yeah.
Try it now. I may have to get something and just give it some wallops. No. If I smack it, you engage it right here. Hey! It ain't never gonna go like that.
Yeah, the starter relay out.
Yeah. Now try it. But I mean, it still may not start. I'm not saying that was the answer. Oh, no, okay. What? I wonder if I get under there and smack on it and you hold this engaged. All right? Yeah, let me pull it out tomorrow. It'd just take me a minute to get it out. Dang, give me a second. All right, this is the first time this car has been started in 30 years. No, I'm just kidding.
Will it run?
Will it run? Will it start? We don't know yet. Oh, you ready?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, let's see if it'll start. Nothing? Oh, wait. I bet this is a starter relay? Yeah. Okay. Come on, baby.
Here we go.
All right. Come on, baby.
Getting fuel up to it, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
It speeds up when I give it gas. I'm holding about half throttle or something, so it'll spray some of that furl.
does it sound right?
No.
You know what it sounds like?
What?
It sounds like the timing's off. But that don't mean nothing. It also hasn't started in forever. But we don't know how long this engine's been set. It may just...
You mean the cams?
Yeah, maybe. But could be a
You
center.
can't get it off.
Oh, okay. Then I wouldn't worry
Like
about
at the
it.
bottom things, you know. The
Yeah,
air
you're good
pointing.
then. It just kind of sounds like it's blowing compression up the intake.
Yeah.
Hit it again, see what it does. Let me... All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back. See if we can figure out what's going on. Fire in the hole. Yeah, sparking.
The spark plug wire off.
Got spark. Hello? Oh, so what's going on? We think it may be something with the timing. We're not sure. So we're going to pop the upper intake off and then pull the valve covers real quick and look. It sounds like timing. We don't know what it is. I'm not, ain't got no ID. It sure sounds like it's a timing thing though. And maybe it's just something simple where we can pop it off and then move a cam, a skosh. The only thing that I can think of that may be is you is or is you ain't my baby. We ought to swap these bolts out for these clean ones that come off your original engine.
That'd make you so happy.
I mean, while we're in here. Well, you did it, Scotty. It looks perfect. Let's check another one. Let's check one of these backends. Fire. Let me think for a second. Am I a dum-dum? What's going on here? How can this thing only have 30 pounds of compression? Oh. Okay, now I am no worried. Because that one's got 90. So we got 30, 90, and 30. 90's even low for this motor, I bet.
Yeah, it's 10.6 to 1 or something.
Yeah.
Like
So I bet this thing.
spray some DW40 down in there or something.
All right, hit me. Okay, they're kind of crappy too. There's that one, but hang on. Wonder if the rings are just, but man, I would think if fire though, it ain't gonna fire on 30. That may not be enough for it to hit. We can soak it down tonight, let it sit, see if the numbers come up. This is like an old car revival. All right.
That middle one always does best.
Man, that 90, I mean, 90's enough to run.
Yeah.
We got some variances though. So you got 90, 90, or well, something like that, 60, 30, 90, 30. All right, so just a little bit of bad news. I mean, it's not necessarily bad. We don't know yet. So the timing on the cams looks to be correct as far as we can tell. I've never done one of these. I watched a snippet of a video. It's exactly like Scott said it was. The timing looks to be perfect. The issue is, like I said, the compression. I didn't say that. I'm saying the issue, I'm clipping these videos together. I don't know what I said before, what I didn't say. So we got 30 PSI, 90 PSI, and 30 PSI. And then we've got 60, somewhere in the neighborhood of 90, and then I think 30. I can't remember. That ain't enough. I know that. So what we're going to do is, also the battery is barely charging. I'm not charging. It's barely cranking. So we're going to crank it up. We're going to charge the battery tonight. I got the Marble Mystery Oil. Flood the old cylinders with it and let it sit. And maybe the rings are stuck. I don't know. But we'll soak them, blow all this crap out of it tomorrow, put it back together, check compression. Oh, the reason I'm saying that is because this had 30 and I put just a bump of nasty, dirty transmission fluid. I thought it was new. Yeah, I thought it was new, but it wasn't. A tiny amount, and the compression immediately went to 60. So if your rings are stuck or if they're not, that oil makes a seal around it. It won't last when the engine's running. But if we can get him fired up, get him back to life, put some heat in it, maybe this will get us the compression we need to fire. So I'm going to put this junk in. I'm going to put this junk in there. I can't see the camera very good. You know what I'm saying? All right, this sucker's been soaking in its own filth for a little bit. I'm gonna put some towels over it. I'm not sure how violent this is gonna get. Probably put some towels over those spark plug holes, because I figure it's gonna blow this oil everywhere. And then I wanna check, just see if the old compression came up any. This might be a little messier than I thought. I don't know if you saw that. That shot all the way over to my shop wall right here. Let me just get one little compression reading, just to see what it's doing. I'm gonna have to wash all this oil off of here. Was it Bring the Thunder? No. Okie dokie. We got 65. 70. I'm going to suggest to Scott that he get another engine from that salvage yard. Which means I gotta change this engine again. That's fine. Ain't no problem. I just want to check this one. I think this one had 90. Maybe it had 30 because now it's got 60. This is the one that had 90. It's got 120 now. Well, he gets here. Let me see what he wants to do. I got to cut my grass. And then I guess I'll get ready to start pulling this rig again. I don't know. I'm glad we didn't put no coolant in it. We just put distilled water in it. So that won't be no problem to dump that out and go on about our business. And there really weren't any gaskets. Take the water pump off. We put a new water pump on this one. Boy, that is disheartening. But that's all right, man. It's going to be all right. We'll get it took care of. Only thing you can do is move forward. Ain't no point in sitting around crying about it. I may check a couple other things and just see, and if I do, I'll put a little update. But anyhow, I hate to end the video like that. I guess there's going to be a part 3, depending on how much cuts up. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. Yeah, if y'all have any questions, hit me up, shoot me a message or whatever. Yeah. All right, there's going to be part 3, I suppose. Thank y'all. All right, here we go. Take 3, maybe 2. I can't remember. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh, it wants to. It wants to. I don't know. It's smoking pretty good. I got them cylinders pretty plumb full. Oh, Scott, oh, you're good, you're good. Come on out. Don't forget your hood's on the roof.
Yeah.
Just go out and then let him, woo! I cannot believe that worked. Now we gotta burn the, Marvel Mystery Oil off of him. Does it feel like it's hitting on all 6? No.
It may not be hitting on 5.
Really? There's a lot of smoke coming off underneath. Is it getting better? No. It's running. Well, we gotta snatch these valve covers back off. I think I must have not got something tweaked good or something, because it's got a good leak here, and it still ain't hitting on all 6 cylinders, but it may just have fouled the plugs. So that's what we're hoping for. We're gonna snatch this upper intake back off again, and then have a little gander at it and see what's going on. Ooh, nice. Better. A little bit. What do you think?
Might be running better by the time I get to work in the morning.
I'm not sure if that's Marvel Mystery Oil or if it's just the compression. I don't know. Look at, golly. All right, she's down. Died when he parked it, and now she won't start. So. Okay. Pretty simple. Yep, this should be pretty simple. Well, hello there. In conclusion on the Challenger, I'm not real sure what the plan is at the moment, but I'm wrapping up this video. So, we drove it to his house, and it died, and he couldn't get it back started. And I'm not real sure why. The gentleman that he got the motor from said he'd give him a full refund as long as we pulled the motor and returned it to him. So, you know, pull that motor again. And I'm not sure 100% what he's going to do at this point. If he's going to get another motor, if he's going to maybe turn it to insurance. I'm not 100% sure. I know that's kind of anticlimactic ending, but that's what I got. I mean, you know, I thought it'd turn out really well. We'd put the Marvel Mystery Oil in it. It'd bump the compression, or it, you know, not, you know how it works. I just really hoped that by some kind of miracle, this thing would pop off immediately, and she didn't. The compression didn't come up enough. I don't know what's wrong. I really don't want to delve into it a whole lot more. I think he's got other venues to get the car back running. So I hate to end it like that, but I think that's how it's going to end. Coming up, I'm going to try to budget rebuild this engine because I love this little 300. I work about 30 35 miles away, something like that, and she's burning about 2 quarts of oil per 60 miles. Not good. So I can't really afford to drive it because I can't just keep putting oil in it. But that's okay. I got the green truck. That sucker's running. So anyhow, appreciate you watching. Sorry this video drug out so long and there wasn't a happy ending that, you know, most people are used to, but that's real life. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I got a lot of things in store. Told Troy I'd get the Bronco over here pretty soon, and now I'm shifting gears to snatch this. But I think I can snatch this. Hey man, stay tuned. It's gonna be good. Appreciate you watching.